I'm excited about having new furniture because I've had that sofa for 40 years.
How many times has it been restuffed?
3 times. It's the beginning of June. It's amazing. We're that far along in the construction that I can actually relax a bit. So I'm sitting in the new screen porch, which just got finished like literally yesterday. There's still some staining to do, a little more hardware, and 4 sconces. We're still waiting for 30 sconces for the whole house, but that'll come. And I love this room. Thanks to Gloucester. Isn't this fantastic furniture? It's called the K, which is the name of the line. It's super comfortable and it's got a kind of a fanciful look to it. It's a little bit mid-century modern, but then it's got that curved higher back, which makes it feel a little bit like you're in the islands. And then I'm going to do a collection of old vintage throw pillows. And that's it. It's a really easy room. It's great to be here. You get the breeze without the sun. I can understand why the former owners said they lived on their screen porch. I've never had one. Do you remember the old screen porch? It was painted white. It had beautiful old furniture, but it really had seen better times. It was charming, but it needed to be rebuilt.
Didn't it have indoor-outdoor carpet? It had AstroTurf.
All right, it had AstroTurf, but like, I don't want to poo-poo it. It was a beautiful old room. It just wasn't the style I wanted. And the other big difference is, look at this, all new French doors on the back of the house. So that makes this room feel much different. And we used the same exterior French farmhouse sconces that we used outside, we used inside, because you can see them from here, so it sort of carries the theme on. The only thing left to do is to stain the doors. And it even makes the noise that it's supposed to make. Did you know? My cottage friends told me, all screen doors must slam. It slams. That was on my wish list. Hey.
Hey.
Are you finding sconces for me?
I've scoured the internet and I've come up with 29.
Good. It's looking pretty nice, isn't it?
It really is.
You know what? I don't even mind the old furniture. For now, I'm grateful to have it. Keeping the coffee table that Michelle made, keeping the side table that Michelle made. I'm just going to mix in antiques and new stuff. You'll see, next time you come, it'll be very different. This kitchen took a lot of planning, as you and I both know, because we did it together.
Yeah, it was a labor of
I know,
love.
and I think the first most important thing we figured out was that we were going to have integrated appliances. I knew that I wanted great appliances, because to me that's the #1 thing. That was my first research. So I went to the Wolf Sub-Zero showroom in Toronto, and I looked at everything that was new. Cove dishwashers are the answer for high-end for Wolf Sub-Zero. You know, they have the flatware tray on the top, and they have adjustable inner racks. They're quiet, and everything is integrated, which means it's hidden behind cupboard doors. And then I checked out the Wolf retractable fan, which is really cool. This wall, who would think that it's not clothes closets, right?
Isn't it?
I mean, who knew, right? So it starts with the coffee bar, and this is thanks to Bloomsbury. They're very good at this. I was worried at first that it was going to take a lot of doing to make them go back straight, but it doesn't. And the lights, right? And this is Greensville Soapstone. And then the appliances in this kitchen. I mean, they're dream appliances.
I love that the microwave is hidden.
Yep.
That is not something you have to look at every day.
So that's the Wolf drawer microwave. Isn't it cool? And it doesn't have a turntable. I just figured it was missing. So I went online and I found out, no. New technology, no turntable required. Lots of storage for all my junk. This is all the baking stuff.
Beautiful. And
Yep.
the edging on the drawers,
Nice,
stunning dovetail details.
Okay, integrated fridges. Isn't that cool?
I have to say, where's the gap? Really great. And these are Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero.
How'd you get away with not putting appliance handles on that?
I did it. No, as long as they're really strong,
Right.
you're okay. Okay, then over here, we have all kinds of bells and whistles, Jillian.
Okay, show me.
We have flatware drawers that with lights so that you can come in the middle of the night and get your snack.
That's such a luxury.
And nobody knows. We have silver cloth for the silver.
Are they lined?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
We have a bread drawer,
I heard about this.
which is amazing. And these little cabinets, don't you love these?
Beautiful.
And I didn't put lights in them on purpose because I just wanted them to be like old cabinets.
I like the collection of pottery, of earthenware. It's really chic.
Thanks.
And 2 dishwashers.
2 dishwashers. Never had 2 dishwashers. And you've always got a free dishwasher that you can load. Like, it's just great. And I have a method now. I learned this the hard way. I'll put a towel on the one that's dirty, so people will only load that one. Otherwise, they load both of them.
What
and
happens
one
when
of them's
somebody
clean.
forgets to shift the towel?
Somebody better not forget to shift the towel. Somebody's me. Now, this is the Wolf gas range. It's not dual fuel, it's just gas because I like that. And it's got the brass bevels. That's
Brass
so
bevels
cool.
are such a luxury.
Spice drawer, everyday drawer for everything you can think of, right?
Linda Reeves has a junk drawer.
Well,
Can I
everybody
see?
has a junk drawer. And then this side is the knife drawer.
I love the cork bottom.
And then this was a lot of research, right? Remember when we figured this out?
The mere fact that we didn't have to find a way to run a duct all the way through a completed mudroom, this is a lifesaver.
And look how quiet it is. And that's full blast. I mean, wow, it's so cool.
It's
and
really
nothing
great.
overhead. I love this kitchen, Jillian, and I love that these dishes are out. It's so easy for grabbing.
Is
right?
that what you're using day to day?
Yes.
So with the kitchen plan, was there anything you were concerned about?
Absolutely. Whether there was going to be enough storage, particularly for how Linda entertains and she needs a lot of stuff.
One of our favorite things in this kitchen is the food pantry. Michelle loves it. He says it's like snack central.
She was very clear in her vision. She knew exactly what she wanted to get this result.
This is from home. It's an old French armoire.
You're going to leave it in the kitchen, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
perfect.
it's my drawer. It's my dishes closet.
Love it.
It's very soulful. This house needs antiques. And I have a wonderful custom table coming for here and also a custom work table for the kitchen.
What type of table are you doing?
It's going to be walnut, super long and skinny. And it's being made by a company in New York State called Soapstone. So this is an Irish wake table. So in Ireland, if you died, they would close the table and the coffin goes here in the middle.
How morbid.
No, it's very beautiful. And I'm going to keep it here and use it somewhere else.
Well, you could even use it as a console table because folded, it's quite gorgeous.
This was in my living room in Toronto for, 20 years. Love it.
Talk about convertible furniture.
That's
Right?
right.
The
It's
Irish had it
convertible.
long before IKEA came along.
So what still needs to happen here? The work table for the center, and it's the same company that's making the dining room table, and it's made of white oak.
This view,
It's good, isn't it?
it's really good. It feels like furniture. It doesn't feel like you're looking at a kitchen, and I think that's one of the most successful parts about it. There is an old world feel of an unfitted kitchen.
That's what I think.
Yeah. And the irony, of course,
You always
is that
need someone else
everything's
to describe your stuff. You can't do it yourself. I had an idea in my head that I would have these display cabinets and that everything below the windows would be dark. So we went with Benjamin Moore's Black Panther, and we did a hand-painted finish, which is quite matte, but it has brush strokes. The counters in stormy black Greensville Soapstone had the same feeling as the cupboards. I love these counters. Can't say enough about them. I'm going to show you what we oil the counters with. Soapstone mineral oil. And the thing is, it will drink it up. And you probably have to do it every month to 2 months. Depends how you like your counters. I wouldn't call these no maintenance, because if you're fussy and you like them to have a little glow, you have to oil them. But big deal. That's not much work. Sconce, sconce, sconce.
Oh, wow.
Hi. Oh, that looks good. This is curbless.
So it
which
has
means,
a drain.
yeah, the back. It's got a Schluter drain, and the water runs towards the back. There were only certain places that would allow a slope, and this is the only shower that could do it. So far, we've counted 10 sconces that are missing, 4 in here, 2 in the bedroom, 6, 4 in the hallway, 10. Oh, there's at least
Upstairs?
30. We haven't done the living room yet. You sat in this tub in the showroom.
I regret every minute of that.
And I have the Veil toilet. Why?
Because it ended up in the magazine.
The tub is super comfy.
I love it because the shape isn't typical.
Yeah. This is our closet by California Closets. Not finished, but halfway. The lights work inside the closets on a little handheld, and there are ceiling lights which will be hooked up soon and have a switch. This will get stained just so it looks a little nicer. This is how all the original paneling looked in the house. Belts and ties for him, and this is the valet hook, you know, for hanging stuff when you're packing, etc. Pretty nice for a cottage, right? Pretty slick. Feels like it looks old. When I stand down there and at the end of the property and I look up here, it looks old, which was the whole plan. But it's not, except for the terrace, which is the original stone. Everything else has been rebuilt. I love the way the siding turned out. Really happy with the posts. Of course, the phantom screens come down here. And look who we have relaxing.
This part of the tape has to be cut off.
Do you remember last year we had those tent caterpillars in that big tree there? What is that in my tree? Well, I had a forester here last weekend and he told us what kind of tree it is. That was interesting. It's a white walnut. And apparently it's huge for a white walnut. And he couldn't get up high enough. He said nobody could spray up there. So he put burlap strips around the bases, which he then soaks, and the little caterpillars go up the tree and then they die. And someone has to squish them. Can't imagine who that'll be.